Hello, welcome you all commutators to PGTRP English Literature. Let's discuss about the topic is poetic meter. We can continue the poetic types of poetic meter. From these short forms in A letter, the next topic is alliterative meter. Alliterative meter mainly focuses on alliteration. Mainly focuses on alliteration to creating a metrical structure. Then the alliterative was most commonly used in Old English poetry, and the alliterative is the word derived from the Germanic word. We discussed about Anglo-Saxon period in previous video. In that concept, we have the subject is alliterative words from Germany. There were a German and Dutch conqueror in Anglo-Saxon period. In Anglo-Saxon period, the alliterative verse was used by many of the poetry, and it was most probably in that period. And the alliterative verse depends on the usage of alliteration. Alliteration accused that the same consonant sounds in the beginning of the verse, that is called alliteration. So we can call it as the alliteration. Alliteration is a main components of alliterative verses. Let's see about the difference between the alliterative verse and alliteration. Differences between the alliterative verses and alliteration. Two stressed syllables will come. In alliterative verse, two stressed syllables. First sound is almost stressed syllable, that is alliteration. Popular poets are William Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe in the Anglo-Saxon age. Their poem line, one of the line from Sonnet 5, beauty over snow and barrenness everywhere. The same consonant sounds at the beginning of the verse. This is the example of alliterative verse. In alliterative verse, there is a pause in between the lines. So we can easily identify the alliterative verse by caesura in a line, that is alliterative verse. Edgar Allan Poe, the famous poem is Raven. One of the lines from his poem, while I nodded nearly, napping suddenly there. While I nodded nearly, suddenly, napping suddenly there. Here we can nodded, nearly, napping. The same consonants of the alliterative verse. So these are the small example about the alliterative verse. Alliterative verse comes with the caesura in between the line, that is called alliterative verse. Then move on to the example of alliteration verse. One of the famous poet, Caroline Wales, his poem is Betty Botter. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So same consonant sounds beginning of the every verse in these lines. So this is the example of alliteration. These are the small difference between the alliterative verses and alliteration. Then the popular poem from Anglo-Saxon period. The Anglo-Saxon period is Old English period. Beowulf, Battle of Maldon. Anglo-Saxon period's poem is Beowulf and the Battle of Maldon. These are the two famous poems of Anglo-Saxon period. We can easily remember the alliterative verse has a pause or caesura in a line. As like alliteration also the main component of alliterative verse. Alliteration is the main component of alliterative verse. The same consonant in the beginning of the verse, that is called alliteration, and the pause or caesura comes in between the lines are called alliterative verse. The pause or caesura comes in between the lines are called alliterative verse. These are the small difference between the alliterative verse and alliteration. So alliterative verse uses the pauses or caesura. Thank you for watching on. We will see the next classes in next video.